Hello, my friends. Welcome to our day 7. We are over halfway through, and I'm really excited about today's project. This is Ronda here, and we are doing our 12 days of Christmas, and I hope you have been enjoying them and find them useful. What I love about what we're doing is that I've partnered with other demonstrators. So actually, I get to feel like you. So when I created this project, I had to follow along the directions because I have never made a Christmas cracker. And guys, and I saw it, I was like, oh boy. My friend Ange, I love her to pieces. I do truly love her. And I was like, what did she get me into? But that's what I love, is that we push each other a little bit out of our comfort zone. And guess what? Of course, these are pretty simple to make. As a matter of fact, the more you make, the easier that they become, and they're not near as difficult. But this is called the Christmas cracker. Of course, you'll fill it up inside before you close it if you want to put something a little bit larger in there. Those Lindor chocolates, any kind of candy. I could imagine these at like weddings as wedding favors, baby shower favors, birthday party shower favors. So, but Christmas crackers are also something that's very well known too. So let's jump in. I'm going to teach you how to make it. I had to learn myself, and so I'm excited to teach you guys as well. And it requires minimal supplies, so you can make lots of these for pretty inexpensive. This is the one, this is the color scheme kind of that Ange used. I changed up the greeting to use our Christmas friends. We hadn't used that mouse very much, so I wanted to use him a little bit too. All right, you're definitely going to need your trimmer. Your scoring, so you can score with our Simply Scored. You could use the trimmer. But you're going to want to start off with a piece of cardstock that is 8.5 by 6.5. You have a really nice chunk left over you could use for lots of other projects as well. Along the 8.5 side, you are going to score this at 1.5, 2, and 2.5. And then you're going to jump to the other end, and you are going to score it at 6, 6.5, and 7. And then we have to do some the other direction. So the other direction, you're going to score it at 1.5, 3, 4.5, and 6. All right. Okay, so now once you have all these, there's a few little tricks that Ange taught us. And when you get the tutorial package, when you joined in the very beginning with the craft along, we sent you all these tutorials. Ange also has a video just on this process. But obviously I'm teaching you as well. And it's not too late to get all these PDF tutorials. There's 12 of them that we will send you, and you'll have automatic access to them. The link is in the details. It's $25. You can order them from anywhere in the world, in the country. If you want them for free, we are giving them for free as well. If you place an online order in my store, that's at least $50 or more, and we'll automatically send them to you. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is you're just going to fold along just the one side. So start off just don't score the other side yet, but you want to score along the longer lines here. So this is the part, it's not tricky, but this is something you're going to want to start with this folded. Okay, so you're going to start with this folded. And you're going to do this on both sides, but you're going to start at this innermost score mark, and there's 1, 2, 3 score marks, right? You're going to go in about 1/2 inch, and you're going to create like a triangle, and you're going to go to this score mark next and go up to that middle one. So, and then you're going to do the same thing to the other side. Remember, here's that folded, that little tab right there. So you're going to fold it first, and then you're going to do your cutting. Now you're going to do that all the way up. So we're going to do it together and do it that side and then this side. And I've learned they do not have to be perfect. So if you want to measure yours, you can go right ahead. You don't need to. When you're the end result, if it's something is off by a tiny bit, you don't even notice. But you're just gonna go create that kind of that triangle, and it's just about, again, a half of an inch. We got this one more fold. After this folder, you're gonna do it one more time. So that one, and then you're going to do this side. Once you get this figured out, you can bust through these pretty fast. And the very last, you're going to do it one more time on the end. All right? And then one more time on this end. Once you've done it, the reason why you didn't fold those yet is because it just makes that really nice and sturdy. Now you can take your bone folder, and you're gonna start by folding the first score mark. We're gonna fold it in, and the next one you're gonna fold out, and then we're gonna go in. So they kind of go, weave it back and forth. So you're gonna create like that. So yep, the first one you're gonna go in, the next one you go out, and the next one you go in. And it's okay if this happens, all right, because that's gonna get glued down. That's not a big deal. All right, your next step is along the tab, you're going to take your tear and tape. I'm using Seal Plus. You're just gonna, because Seal Plus is actually the perfect measurement too. And then you're just gonna go ahead and go along that tab on all of the 3 tabs. Right? Because it's 4-sided, you can just lay that flat, and then these go right over, just like that. Now, while I have it flat, this is where I would go ahead. The Designer Series paper, you need 4 pieces that are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And you're gonna I want this polka dot side on the outside. So this one I'm making is super fun and festive. It's Granny Apple Green, and then we're using the Take a Bow paper. So then I'm just gonna go ahead and put these on all of it. It's easier to put this together. Now, obviously, if you're putting something in here that is also a little bit bigger, then you might wanna, you're gonna stuff it first before you glue it all together. All right? It'd be fun to do this if you're doing like a gender reveal, and then they have to open it up to find out what it is. I had come up with so many cute ideas when I was putting these together. All right, now you need 8. These are 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 squares. So just go ahead and we're gonna glue those down. I'm just put my adhesive all on once. You can tell I mass produced projects before. So that way when you have your adhesive in your hand, you can just do all of the adhesive at once, like that. And then you're just gonna glue down in all of these squares. And these are perfect squares. So do that side, and then we'll do this side. All right. Ew. This would be fun to make and give out at Christmas family parties. And all right, so there is, and see how fun this is? Like that makes the cracker. Now all we have to do is just decorate. So of course, if you have something a little bit skinnier, you can just put it in there and then do it. And we'll see what I mean. Like you can't even, if those are not exactly the same, there's no way you can tell. We also used our gold twisted thread, and we're just gonna wrap that around. I wrapped it around just a couple times, and then we're gonna tie a bow with it. I think that'd be pretty. I'm gonna use some of that bigger ribbon on this one. Let me grab, you could use any of our bigger ribbons. Well, I'm not gonna use that one. My white one is all gone, but I'll use this one. So you can take that twisted thread. That's the sample one, but I think for this one, I think it's fun to see some of the alternative versions using some of the and when you tie that, it kind of obviously holds it together. Then let's do a bow on this end. This one is very festive. This is that white ribbon. It's white and it has like a silver edging on it. If you're one of my customers, you know I use this a lot. I've included it in a ton of my classes, so you probably have lots of this that you can use on your projects. It's a very simple one, especially with that little silver on the edge. I think it's perfect. All right, so there's our Christmas cracker. You can decorate it however you want to, and did some embossing in the PDF sample, so you can make it exactly like hers and emboss. She used Christmas labels. I'm gonna use the sample I showed you. We used our Christmas friends and decorated it with our adorable little mouse. For this one, I love this stocking that's out of the Festive Words. That was our other stamp set that we featured. And I'm just gonna use our Granny Apple Green, and I got some real red. So I'm just gonna take the real red and put it there on our little booties. So this is a pretty simple coloring. If you've been following along with our 12 days, you know this is what we've been doing. We've been using a lot of these supplies. So we've been hopefully giving you a lot of reasons why you wanna, lots of variations of how to use a lot of the supplies that you got, especially if you got the craft along. You'll be using all of it. So I just outlined that a little bit. Maybe this is with a darker, maybe just do a little bit of the edging, and then we'll go in with our thinner, our lighter color. There you go. And we'll take that and just go in with this is the lighter Granny Apple Green, and use our stocking. All right, what do you guys think of this adorable Christmas crackers? I have never made one before. 23 years I've been a demonstrator. I have seen them, but I've always been kind of intimidated by them and thinking, oh, that's too much work, it's too hard. But of course it's not. I am taking that same Christmas label that Ange used, and I'm gonna put the stocking on top of that. So that's kind of our little background piece. And then this is gonna get glued down to the front of our cracker. Look at that, is that not adorable? Now if you, we included the white snowflakes in our craft along. They were awesome, and they are awesome, but they are unorderable and never coming back again. So you could sprinkle on some of the snowflakes there, obviously all over there if you got them. If not, we have these, I've been using these discs, the adhesive backed discs, to add some of our festiveness to our projects, because these have all the red and the greens and a lot of the colors that we're using. So there you go, we'll jazz it up with that one there. All right, if you guys love this, please subscribe to my channel, my Facebook group, share this with others. This is day 7, so if you've missed any of the days, you can go back and look at all of them. They're all pretty quick, simple projects, perfect for you for the holiday gift giving season, or if you do craft fairs, if you do, again, holiday parties, we've got you covered. I'm so grateful you guys are here with me, and I will get to see you tomorrow.